Okay, this is the second episode of Carmel Eatery. Today we ate at BuffaLouie's, which is an icon of Bloomington, Indiana, and they recently opened up a new location here in Carmel, so we decided to try it today.
I use 7-0 right now, so that's also
8-0.
8-0 actually. But so we started off with some tater tots like we got at the last place. So we saw them on the menu and we just were like, we have to get these again and like compare. So what do you think?
Compared to the ones we tried at Fat Dan's, I would say there's pros and cons to each. At Fat Dan's, you definitely got more content. You got a bigger portion, and there's definitely more meat. Like they had the pulled pork on there, which you didn't get here at BuffaLouie's. But BuffaLouie's, I thought the sauce on it was a lot better. It was a mix of cheese, mayo, and barbecue, or cheese, ranch, and barbecue. Excuse me. And it was really good. And they had bacon bits. They had bacon bits. Yeah, bacon bits mixed in. That was their meat on it. But there definitely wasn't as much just content, and like especially the meat, as there was at Fat Dan's.
I agree. I think there's definitely less tater tots because last time we went, we split the tater tots between 4 people, and there's still some left over. And this we just split between me and you. But I think the flavor on it was a lot better than Fat Dan's was. So I would say that if it's for one person, this is a lot better. But if you have a large group, the tater tots might not be the best choice.
Yeah. And the prices were fairly similar. It was a bit cheaper at BuffaLouie's, but again, I still think the price per weight was still better at Fat Dan's. And then on to what we actually got. I mean, BuffaLouie's known for their wings. That's what we both got. You got, what did you get?
I got the TNT wings, just 10 of them, traditional.
And then, as you can see, dressed very nice, so I had to get boneless, like eating with a fork. Normally I get the bone in, but had to get the boneless today so I could eat them cleaner. And I got the Asian zing flavoring on them.
This was your second time going?
It was, yeah. So I've never actually been to the one in Bloomington, but since the one here opened in Carmel about 2-ish weeks ago, I've actually already been in twice. I went the second day that they were open, so I should have done a review then, but it was great. I got the exact same thing I got. Actually, I got 20 pieces the first time, but I got the Asian zing boneless, and they're really good. They're really good. Have you ever been before?
I have not. I've been to IU many times, but I've actually never seen this place before.
Yeah, they're big. They're big in Bloomington, but it's nice that they opened up a location here. And then, what did you think of the traditional TNT?
The TNT was one of their more spicy options that they have for their buffalo sauces. But it was not like that. It wasn't like, it was like, you can still eat it. You can still enjoy it. You can still enjoy the flavors. It's not like too hot where it's like a challenge to eat.
Yeah.
You can't really enjoy it, it's just spice. So that was really good. I got full pretty fast, so I was not able to finish mine.
Yeah. So I'll save them for later. That's how you know
I got them in the car right now. So
that's how you know they were good. Brought them home with you.
Yeah, I didn't just throw them away. So
the food that I got, the Asian zing wings, and compare them to, like you guys might be familiar with Buffalo Wild Wings, their Asian zing. That's one that I've gotten before at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I will say there are some pretty big differences between those at B-Dubs versus the ones we got today at BuffaLouie's. I mean, I let you try one. You agreed. We didn't think the sauce was actually better. BuffaLouie's thought it was actually better. The Buffalo Wild Wings.
The quality of the chicken was a lot better.
Yeah, the quality of the chicken, the breading was a lot better at BuffaLouie's than Buffalo Wild Wings in the past when I went. But I would say the sauce was probably better at Buffalo Wild Wings, and it felt more like an Asian zing. It's more of like a oil-based sauce. The one there was very barbecue-y, which I didn't think was necessarily a bad thing, but it wasn't as much. It didn't feel as distinct from like a normal barbecue as the one at Buffalo Wild Wings is, if you guys are familiar with that. But overall, they're still phenomenal. I mean, I've gotten it twice in the past 2 weeks, and I've loved it both times. Devoured them. They're great.
What do you think of the staffing, the waiters?
Service was amazing. Bernadette, that was our waitress. She was great. She was constantly checking in on us. Just like Fat Dan's. I mean, service here is great. We came at about the same time as we went to Fat Dan's. It's around 2:30 to 3. So the restaurant wasn't as full as it might be on a weekend or around lunchtime or dinner time on a normal day. But even despite that, I imagine the service is still great on the other days. I will say, though, when I did go on their second day of opening, so I'm not holding this against them. It was their second day at this location, but it was very slow the first time I went. We were also with a big party. I was with 8 other people, so that was kind of a nightmare for the service, but it was pretty slow the first time in the kitchen, but this time food came out right away. Would you say it was less than 5 minutes? Really?
Yeah, like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes tops. Like, it was really fast.
It was great. Kept on checking in our water and helped us get the check and move out of there fast. It was all good. And one thing I did like about their payment process, which is not something I've seen before, is they have a QR code on the receipt. We were able to scan and do Apple Pay more conveniently instead of having to do that awkward thing where you have to go into the back almost near the kitchen with the person to pay with Apple Pay. Hate doing that. It was so much nicer to be able to just do it on the QR code. So that was a great thing that I haven't really seen before at a lot of other places. But yeah,
I agree. Everything from the service to the food was just amazing, and the time that it came out with was also great because I was starving, but I ended up not eating all my food, so my stomach deceived me. But so, what were your overall thoughts of BuffaLouie's?
Overall thoughts, I love it. Oh, we didn't even touch on the inside, but yeah, big in Bloomington. They have tons of decorations. Not just IU athletics, but they got cold stuff set up there, a bit of Pacer stuff. So
a bunch of like athlete signatures. Like I saw a Peyton Manning jersey there.
Yeah,
and also a lot of cool artwork and a lot of TVs to watch whatever sports.
Yep. Lots of good stuff. I love the atmosphere in there, and it's super clean. I mean, they just opened, which is to be expected, but it felt really, really clean in there, especially for a place where I know a lot of people eat a bit messy. I thought that was pretty impressive. But yeah, overall, really love the place. The food is great, even if some of the sauces, at least the one that I got, wasn't as good compared to other locations you can get wings at. Decorations on the inside and the service was phenomenal. I think those are going to be great at a lot of places we go, though. Service is great, here in Carmel, a lot of places. But overall, honestly, I would probably give it it was good. I think it was better than Fat Dan's. I would probably say just over an 8, maybe 8.4, maybe. I think if the sauce is a bit stronger, then it might bump it up a bit, and I'd have to go back and try some of the more menu items.
I'm like right around that. I'm like at a 8.1 to 8.2.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a great spot for like after like a home football game. You and your friends can just come down here, and I think this is going to be a great spot for Carmel in the future.
I think it's a good addition, and BuffaLouie's, it's a great place. You guys should stop by.
As soon as you can, like now.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. That's all, folks. Goodbye.